Yes, for dog. That's my dog.
I got my alert to watch the game on YouTube.
Wait, Rob, do you pick me up on the shotgun? What about the radio?
Yeah.
So, like, what happens if I have to sneeze because I value this? Hear that 5 minutes, Rob. Joe Seglia said 5 minutes. Do you want me to take this shotgun off and point it towards the booth so we can hear the announcement? Check.
That's very loud and clear.
She is here.
Coach Doolin, we could move our honoree to the field now, and the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Diana King, Coach Spadafino, Coach Cano, and friends and family members of the King family for today's presentation. Today's a special day. I'd like to thank Blind Brook for participating and your patience before we start the game, as we have our ceremony underway right now. Joining Coach Spadafino and Coach Cano is today's Hall of Fame honoree, Diana King. Diana King, a graduate from the class of 2015, is one of the most accomplished athletes in Rhinex history, who displayed her prominence on both the tennis court and softball diamond. Diana began her varsity tennis career as an 8th grader and had an immediate impact, which earned her all-league status, an honor she would garner for all 5 years of her career. Needless to say, that was only the beginning of an extremely impressive run on the court. By her sophomore year, she was conference doubles champion and participated in the state tournament, which earned her second-team All-State honors. Her junior year was even more impressive, winning the conference doubles championship, the Section 1 doubles championship, and advancing to the quarterfinals of the New York State doubles championship. She was also named All-League, All-Section, and First-Team All-State. Diana ended her career with the team with a 54-8 record after being selected All-League 5 times, All-Section 3 times, and All-State twice. Diana's mastery on the courts is eclipsed only by her dominance on the diamond. In her 4-year varsity career, she was a powerhouse on offense, recording 128 hits and 112 RBIs. On the mound, she posted 53 wins, 21 of which were shutouts, while only suffering 14 losses. A force to be reckoned with, Diana recorded 744 strikeouts in her career, which contributed to 1.28 career ERA. Diana was highly honored for her efforts, as she was named to All-League 4 times, All-Section 3 times, and All-State twice. Diana continued her softball career at NYU, where, as of 2019, she set numerous hitting and pitching records. Offensively, Diana held single-game records for RBIs, home runs, and stolen bases, and single-season records for at-bats, runs, hits, triples, stolen bases, and games played. Her 9 wins on the mound and 3 shutouts were all single-season bests. She was named to the University Athletic Association All-Tournament Team in 2016 and was first-team All-UAA for 3 years. Diana graduated from NYU in 2019 with a BS in Media, Culture, and Communications with a minor in Business of Entertainment, Media, and Technology. She works as a paid media manager at Forward PMX, a brand performance digital marketing agency. She's truly been one of the best Panthers Rhinebeck has seen. Congratulations, Diana King, on your induction into the Rhinebeck Athletics Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Well, I should have asked me if you wanted me to take a Twitter pic or something.
Diana and company, if you please remain where you are. Ladies, go ahead, take a picture, then we'll get the anthem going. The Kings and friends may remain on the field for the anthem. And now at this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Play ball.
Check it. Welcome into another telecast of LMC Varsity Sports. We've been on air about 10-15 minutes. We did the Hall of Fame, latest member of the Rhinebeck Hall of Fame, recent, it was a 2015 graduate, Diana King, legendary softball player and tennis player, sport we don't cover, but she was excellent there, all state in tennis as well as softball. First pitch from the lefty, Evelyn Picone, is in there. Leading off will be Julia Rogovic. Another strike. Shortstop Rogovic. Picone's pitch. Strike 2, 2-2. She'll be followed by the catcher. Hallie Griaggi. Full count. Ball 4, so early walk for Brook, and they have their first runner on base here in the top of the first. Let's see what kind of effect that 5-10 minute ceremony had on Picone. Probably take her warm-up pitches earlier than usual because of it. That's a strike to the catcher, Griaggi. She'll foul it off. So it'll be a quick 0-2 to Hallie Griaggi. Best days of the year so far here. Should get up to 75, 76, and right now, what is it, 70? 65, 70. She'll be followed by Alyssa. Hallie Griaggi will be followed by, and she takes ball 2, 2-2, by Alyssa Bucci, the center fielder. Will be followed by the pitcher. And that one's foul, right to make. I make the play. Did you get that? Did he get it in center? Made it with my left hand, tossed it to third baseman Kara Allen, and we play on, and it's a ball hit to right, and that's a base hit, first hit of the game, and that'll move up. Ooh, she nearly tagged her out at second, making a far turn was Rogovic. Instead, she is safe at second. Just the one umpire today. Good call by the umpire. Home plate umpire has to do it all. It's a tough task. Alyssa Bucci will be up. First and second for the Trojans here. Good start after Rhinebeck beat them 21-1 on May 4th. It was 11 days ago at Brook. That one fouled into the woods. Right on it was Bucci. Brook Marcisco, the pitcher, will be up next. 1-1 count. Strike 2, 1-2. And that one will be grounded to short. Santoli might have had a chance at the runner at second, but instead got the sure out at first. And it's one away, first and third for Blind Brook, with Brooke Marcisco looking to help her own cause at the plate. Definitely wasn't going to get two. Went for the sure out at first and got it. So it'll be actually second and third, excuse me. Pitcher Marcisco up, followed by Amanda Draska, the left fielder. Strike two, 0-2. Picone looking for a strikeout here. Ooh, just missed outside. Two and two. So from 0-2 to 2-2. Strike three, right down the middle. Big time for the first strikeout from Evelyn Picone, and it'll be two away, second and third, and the left fielder Amanda Draska, and if she can retire her, get out of the inning with no runs and leave two on base. Ooh, low strike for number one. Foul ball, 0-2. Mr. Pesci just went out. Give the ball back and say something to Picone. Alexa Grossman would be next if Draska could get on. And she fouls it and stays alive. Still 0-2. Strike three, so she gets out of it, swing and missed. So leaves two on base after giving up a hit, and at the end of half an inning, it's 0-0.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
My name is Sean. I'm a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. And just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, it kind of feels like a family.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, the pitcher Evelyn Picone will lead it off, followed by second baseman Olivia Tobin, and then one of the best hitters in Section 1, Carissa Peccia, the catcher. Strike to a slow pitch, strike to Peccia, to Picone, excuse me, 0-1 by the pitcher Brook Morisco. Struck out looking in the first, and that slow pitch is grounded to short. Picone will be out at first. Good play by the shortstop. A lot of work on the umpire as he's calling balls and strikes, and then he's got to make the play at the in the field too. So hope he gets paid double for him and the field umpire's paycheck. Although I don't think that's how it works. So good job by Morisco she'll try and bunt on. That'll be Tobin, and she will be safe. So Tobin with the bunt single. Nearly got her, did the catcher, Ali Guiaggi. First hit for Rhinebeck, it's a bunt single by Olivia Tobin. And that'll bring Carissa Peccia up with a man on first. And that one foul to me, and I make the play again, sort of. Oh, Coach, I was throwing it to you, Coach. All right, I lobbed it, that's why I lobbed it. Another play there, Steve. I hope you guys get these plays on camera. All right. That one was hit a lot harder than Carissa Peccia. Stopped it with my right hand. It stopped in front of me. She got hit by the pitch. First and second, one out. I threw it to Coach Spadafino, but after I threw it to her, she pointed that I should have thrown it to the third base because she didn't have a glove on, although I did lob it to her. And that's a strike to the cleanup hitter, Katie Littman. She's playing center field. I have a feeling that won't be the last one hit our way. Don't worry, Steve. I'll get your back. Whoa, way out in front was Littman. That was a really strange swing, and she was way out in front of it. The pitcher's got to be throwing the slower Section 1 varsity pitchers I've ever seen here. As Brook Marcisco, but it was work. She's got 2 outs already. So she got the ball herself and threw out Littman. Meanwhile, Peccia went to second and Tobin went to third with 2 away. Ball to Steph Santoli, the shortstop. Strike to Santoli, 2-1. And that one grounded foul. 2-2. Two and 2 count. And that one tie. Actually, it was 3 and 2, excuse me. So she walks, ball 4. And that'll bring up Claire Picone with the bases loaded, hoping to help her sister's cause on the mound. So a bunt single by Tobin, a hit by pitch to Pachia. Then Katie Littman grounded out to the pitcher. And that one is a little high and outside, 1-0. And now Claire Picone will come up as Steph Santoli walked to load him up. 2-0. Ball 3-0. Definitely a, what is it, 5 balls in a row? Definitely a taking spot here. And that one almost hit her. Ball 4. 1-0. Rhinebeck. Tobin scores. Pachia moves up to third. And Santoli moves up to second. And Picone with the RBI walk. Kara Allen's up. Ball low, just low. Outside. Rhinebeck doing a good job not swinging at any balls. Ooh, that just missed. Thought that was a strike. 3-0. Ball 4. It's an RBI walk for Kara Allen. Move Picone, Claire Picone to second. Steph Santella to third, and Carissa Peccia will score, and it's 2-0 Panthers. Another ball. Started off good, 2 outs without giving up a run for Brooke Marcisco, and can't find her control. 3 walks in a row. Hit by pitch earlier. Sliding home will be Steph Santoli, so she'll score, so it's 3-0. Picone moved up to third. Allen is still on first. Strike right down the middle. Good pitch by Marcisco. First strike in a while. And that one is hit to right, and that'll be a base hit. It'll be fielded by the right fielder, and Coach will hold up the runners. Cara Spadafino. Coach Spadafino held up Kara Allen. So an RBI single for Ariana Hammer, the first baseman. And it'll be first and second with the 9-hitter Natalie Sutter up. 4-0 lead as Claire Picone scored. That'll be a bloop single. Good play by the left fielder, barehanded and throw to third, where Allen is safe. So a base hit for Natalie Sutter, and they have batted around here in the first. After they got 2 outs, Katie Littman, the cleanup hitter, grounded out to the pitcher. There were 2 outs, and then we've had 3 walks and 2 base hits since. Bases loaded here for leadoff hitter Evelyn Pacone, looking to help her own cause. She grounded out. She was actually the first out of the game. Grounded out to short. That one is high. So leadoff hitter Pacone with RBI opportunity with the bases full. So Brook had second and third to start the game. Well, the leadoff hitter Rogovic walked. Then the base hit Griagi. Then the ground ball to short made it second and third with 1 out, 2 strikeouts. And now there, as that one is foul, well foul. Pacone ripped that foul. Need a ball in play. That one went into the woods. 1-2 to Pacone. Ball. That one bounces on the plate. Allen not going anywhere. Stayed right there. Full count. Full count, 2 outs. Runners can go. And the pitch is thrown. No one's. Allen scores. Pacone with an RBI walk, and it's 5-0. Where's Ron Burgundy when you need him? This one has escalated quickly. They were 1 out away from getting out of the inning with no runs. Instead, now it's 5-0, as walks and base hits have been the problem. It was 3 walks in a row when they had 2 outs to gain the second out. That plagued them here. Hammer's on third. Sutter is on first. That's a strike, 1-1. To Tobin, who had the bunt single and came around to score the first run with the 2 outs. Rhineck has Kara Allen, Claire Pacone, and Evelyn Pacone all have RBI walks for Rhineck. Also an RBI single for Ariana Hammer, who's on third. 3-1 to Tobin, 5-0, and don't know if Brook has another pitcher, but after a great start for Marcisco, he has run into all sorts of trouble here. And that was a ball, and she'll step on third, and we'll get the last out of the inning on a low pitch there by Tobin. Swung at, and it was played by Elena De Jesus. She steps on the bag, and after 1 inning, Rhineck leads 5-0 after scoring 5 runs on just 3 singles. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports as they left them loaded as well.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
back here after a long bottom of the first. After 4 batters, there were 2 outs. Then Rhinebeck, when until the 7th batter later, finally made the 3rd out with Olivia Tobin grounding out to 3rd. So Picone gets 5 runs of support, and it's 2-0 to the first baseman Alexa Grossman. Throws lefty and hits righty. Ball, 3-0. Swung on and missed by Picone. I mean, on the pitch by Picone. 2-2. Hit to, and that'll be a base hit. Perfectly swung, perfectly placed swinging bunt by Alexa Grossman. It looked like it was definitely going foul, but it had perfect backspin on it. What I aspire my chips to look like in golf. Like perfect backspin near the hole, and that's what that shot was right there. It looked like that was definitely going foul, and it was spun away, and I think Picone or Allen just picked it up and kept it in their pocket as Grossman easily got a infield single, 2nd hit of the game. Alexandra Manella sunk it. On deck, we have something you never see, a 7th grader. She's the DP, which means she's the DH, designated hitter. She's hitting, and you can DP for any player. She's hitting for the right fielder. The right fielder is Emma Marshall. She's not hitting. Instead, she's being hit for, and that is Kendall Konigsberg, the 7th grader who is on deck. So Alexandra Manella fouls that off. Strike 3 right down the middle. Third strikeout for Picone, 2nd looking. We'll see the 8th grader or the 7th grader at bat for the first time. Doesn't look pretty tall, 7th grader. Ooh. It hit her in the hand, and she'll get first base because it hit her hand first, then it hit the bat. Good call by the umpire. Great call by the umpire. As he asked her, and then he looked at it, and then he saw it hit her finger, and then it hit the bat. No argument from Coach Bettafino, as Coach Gina Carlone will go from 3rd base to just check on her runner, her 7th grader. And she is okay, it looks like. That's good. So a first pitch, the 7th grader it hits her hand, and then it hit the bat, hence the hit by pitch, and not a foul ball. So Grossman moves up to 2nd, and it'll be 1st and 2nd with 1 out. Our 2nd hit batsman of the game, Carissa Pecci, the catcher, also got hit. That one was also close too. It hit her right before, well, it could get to the bat. It was a close one that looked like it could go either way with the one when it hit Peccia, and that one was the same, similar situation, Kendall Konigsberg. So the player who made the final out in the inning, Elena De Jesus, the 3rd baseman, will bat. And she'll swing and miss on Picone's fastball. 0-1, well behind. After De Jesus, it'll be the top of the order in Rogovic. Peccia picks it up. Picone 1-1. And fouled off 1-2. Two and two. Fouled off. Good job by the 9-hitter, De Jesus, to stay alive. 2-2. Ball, 3-2. Good eye by De Jesus to work Pacone here. Full count. A couple foul balls to stay alive and all that. Ball 4. So she works a walk and brings it to the top of the order, and Rogovic, who walked to start the game, and then also a long at bat. So Grossman, who got the infield single with the perfect backspin, and the second pitch of the inning will be at third. Coningsburg, the 7th grader who got hit by a pitch before it hit her bat, will be at second, and De Jesus, who just worked a walk, who was 1-2 by the way as well, will be at first. So bases loaded for Brook, looking to get on the board here. And that one is fouled, and it'll be picked up by Coach Gina Carlone. Actually, Kara Allen got it first, the third baseman. And that one fouled off. In front of it was Rogovic. Just have to put the ball in play here. I feel it's somewhat in, but you gotta figure they'll just go to the easiest base. No need to go home with it, just get it out. And that one fouled off again by Rogovic, so the leadoff hitter is battling. She had a good walk in the first inning, so no surprise. Ball. Umpire calling a very good game so far. It's just top of the second, but he's got the very hard task of having to make the field plays and which is hard when the plays are at first. And oh, coming home. She's out. Good play by Peccia on the. So that's a 2-1 as Peccia got the wild pitch. He threw it, and Pacone got slid into, but she made the tag. So it looked like she almost got under it, but it was a good tag. It was a perfect throw by Peccia. So that's an assist for Carissa Peccia. And the 7th grader, Coningsburg, did not move up. And full count. Two outs. Grossman, it looked like she might have left a little late and hesitated, and that cost her. Full count. Correct. Full count by the umpire. Good job to recollect himself. So full count, 2 outs. The runners have to be going here. On the pitch. Ball. Full count. So she would have scored on the walk. Well, who knows what would have happened, but nevertheless, Grossman out. Back-to-back walks. The catcher, Hallie Griaggi, takes ball 1. 1-0. Two and out. She's one of their better hitters, but I would probably take 2-0 here. Yeah, you gotta, I mean, you need a run, you gotta get on the board. Like Grossman is gonna score first. Ooh, low strike. Low outside. Coach Gina Carlone does not like that call. I can't blame her. So they left 2 on base in the first inning. Have the potential to load them here, and that one looked like an identical pitch to the pitch before, but that's a ball. I mean, it looked like a ball. And that one is called the ball, 3-1. And that bounces, ball 4. So Brook's on the board, 5-1 as it's an RBI walk for Hallie Griaggi, and it could be 5-2 if Grossman didn't get thrown out at home by Pecci on a great play by her. So Rogovic moves up to second, De Jesus to third. Kendall Coningsberg, the 7th grader, scores after she got hit by a pitch that just hit her before it hit the bat, and it's Bacone's 3rd walk in a row after the hits batter as well. So 2 outs. Grossman got thrown out at home trying to score, and it's 5-1. Linebrook already has the bases loaded with their 3-hitter, Alyssa Bucci, the center fielder, who grounded out to short. It's actually the only out made by the field, because Peccia threw out Grossman trying to score on the wild pitch. And there's been 3 strikeouts, and the only Alyssa Bucci, who's up now, grounded out to Steph Santoli in the first. They only fielded out. And that's a strike right down the middle, so Coach Joan Spadafino's conference helps as the first pitch is strike 1. And that one is hit up the middle, right at Santoli. The runner kind of got in her way. She stopped, and she ran into her when she had the ball. So technically, the umpire didn't call her out. She threw her out at first anyway. So 2 ground outs to short by Alyssa Bucci, and at 1 run, 3 left on base at the end of an inning and a half. It's 5-1 Rhinebeck.
Do you have a great idea for a YouTube video or a short film, but don't know how to make it happen?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our equipment cage is stocked with professional quality cameras, tripods, lighting, sound, cabling, and more. Our 768 square foot studio features a full lighting grid, wraparound green screen, teleprompter, TriCaster, and high definition cameras.
To reserve equipment, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Need technical support for your next meeting or presentation? LMC Media offers full-service meeting management virtually, in real life, or a hybrid of both. Our staff can run your meeting or webinar, set up for in-person audiences to interact, or provide a professional space for you to stream. Contact us for more information at info@lmcmedia.org. LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, our cameramen are Fabio Riso, Steve Saputo, and the man in the van is Rob Moretti, LMC Community Sports Producer. 5-1, Carissa Peccia, who got hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first inning, second run of the game, takes a strike low inside, 1-1. It'll be Carissa Peccia, Katie Littman, and Steph Santoli. Someone is warming up for Rhinebeck. Peccia gets way in front of it. The van is in play, and it's just over the van. And it hits, and it goes, that's something you never see. It hit the concrete, and it goes over the house, the shed, the equipment shed, and right behind the tennis courts. 1 and 2. She was way out in front of that. Literally, well, say about 10 feet right. It wasn't directly behind our van, but it was about 10 feet to the right and further. 10 feet right, 10 feet away. That one is swung on and fouled back. 2 and 2 still. Ooh. Swung and missed by Peccia. They'll throw down and they'll throw it away. So she'll strike out and she'll be at least on third. And Peccia will score. So it'll be a strikeout and she'll score as an error on the throw by the catcher. And then an error by the right fielder who threw it away. So that's 2 errors. That's a strikeout swinging on the low pitch. And I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, there's a first for everything, but that's so she gets a run scored, but she struck out. First strikeout of the game for Rhinebeck, too. So the catcher threw it away, because a good throw would have had her at first, but she threw it over the first baseman. And then it was bobbled and it went by the right fielder, so she gets an error too. So 2 errors on the play on the strikeout, allowing Peccia to score. Maybe could give another one on the backup on the second baseman, but I guess technically you're not supposed to. We'll give that a base hit as she beat it out, because that was a hard hit ball. But an error on the throw by the shortstop, allowing Lippman to get to second. So a base hit and then an E6. So 3rd error of the inning by Brook. 6-1 lead for Rhinebeck. Getting back to Peccia, she swung and missed on the ball on the ground. Coach, at first she didn't realize to run, and Coach Svedafino told her to run, and then she got there, and she would have been out on a good throw, but the catcher threw it high, and it got by the first baseman, and then they weren't really backing it up, and it rolled by the right fielder, and then they couldn't throw it, and she got home easily. So Lippman's base hit was then thrown away, allowing her to get to second. And the throw here, and this one is popped up, just foul by an inch. Looked like it just missed the white line. It was very close, hitting the chalk beyond the dirt, but it was just foul on the pop-up by Steph Santoli. This one caught by the center fielder. 1 out, 1 out. The umpire corrects it after the strikeout, he figured, but then forgot how she advanced. So Santoli flies out to center, and he corrects himself and says the 1 out. Good job. Wow, that one took you. Yeah, we're good, Coach. That was a rip. Rob almost had to take us to the hospital. That was, what, about 5 to 10 feet? That hit the fence where you are, Steve, but she ripped that too. About 10 feet in. 10 feet in. Literally, my heart skipped a beat, because luckily I was looking down at the scorebook, so I didn't see it fully. It's dropped by the third baseman, so that'll be an error. but Claire Picone, she ripped that one the play before. So fourth error of the inning for Blind Brook. That could have killed somebody. Kara Allen up. Oh. It's a wild pitch, and Picone was ready to go, but Littman didn't, but she had time to get back to first. 2-0 to Kara Allen, who had an RBI walk. 3-0. Went away the fly out to center by Steph Santoli. Strike right down the middle to Kara Allen. 3-1. Foul by Allen. Foul back. 3-2. Ball. So it'll be a walk and the bases will be loaded again for Rhinebeck. Picone on second, Claire Picone, Katie Littman on third, and Kara Allen walked and is on first. Littman singled and reached second on an error by the shortstop. And then Picone reached on an error by the third baseman. And Carissa Petcher started the inning. She struck out on a low pitch, advanced to first on the error throw. And on the play, she came around and scored as it got by the right fielder on an error by Emma Marshall. So 2 errors on that play, and then an error. First errors, there were no errors in the first inning by Blind Brook, but they have 4 here in the second inning. And there's just 1 out. Bases loaded. That one was fouled away by Ariana Hammer, who singled and had an RBI in the first. The 8-hitter. Ball 2-1. Three and one. That one is ripped, and that'll should clear the bases, as that is a gapper. Actually, Karen Allen will be held at third, so a bases clearing, or a 2 RBI double for Ariana Hammer. And it's 8-1. Katie Littman scored, Claire Picone scored. That one was in the gap and well out of the reach of the center fielder, Bucci, who fielded it, threw it home and kept Allen at third. So 3 RBIs on the game for Ariana Hammer, and she's got a double and a single now in the 8-hole. As the 9-hitter Sutter, who singled. Sutter hits it to center. The left fielder, it's over her head, and it'll be a double. Sutter Allen scored, and staying at third is Hammer. So an RBI double as it It was misjudged. It's not an error. It never hit her glove by the left fielder as it went over her head, and she jumped it as she misjudged it. So it was about 5 feet over her head because she ran to the wrong spot. So it's second and third with still 1 out. 9-1 lead for Rhinebeck, and the top of the order, Evelyn Pacone, batting for the 3rd time here in the 2nd inning. She is 0 for 1 with an RBI walk and a ground out to short. That was an RBI double for Natalie Suter. As Hammer's on 3rd and Suter's on 2nd. She beat the throw to 2nd. Who knows, a little wide anyway. Strike. No one has popped up, and it gets by the shortstop. It took a bad bounce, but I mean, it went by. That's an error because it was, I mean, it was a ground ball at her, even though it took a bad bounce. Scoring was Hammer. So reaching on the E6 is Evelyn Pacone. It was a ground ball, but it was slowly hit, even though it took a bad bounce. You got to make that play. Fifth error in the inning for Brook. Tobin up, about to bat around again as Rhinebeck. Tobin will be pinch run for by Juliana Laurie. The pitcher, actually no, Pacone will be pinch run for. Give the pitcher a breather. This one will be popped up by Tobin, and the pitcher will make the catch, nearly running into the 3rd baseman. So that'll be the 2nd out of the inning, and they'll bat around here once again, 2nd inning in a row. I'll bring up Carissa Peccia. So the catcher backed off Hallie Riaggi, and Brooke Marcisco nearly ran into Elena De Jesus, but she made the catch. And there's two away. Still 1st and 3rd. Peccia has to do a dance just to get out of the way. It's 1-0. It's 10-1 here. 5 runs in the 1st and 2nd innings for Rhinebeck each inning. And Peccia hits a foul ball towards the crowd, and it's caught by a fan. One and 1 to Peccia. Peccia is 0 for 1. She got hit by a pitch. She scored 2 runs though, even though she's 0 for 1 because she struck out and then came around to score on 2 errors on the strikeout. 3-1 to Peccia. Pitch to Peccia will be ball 4. So that walk to Peccia by Marcisco is her 2nd of this inning. They have 5 errors in the inning, but it is her 5th of the game, and we'll have a special pinch runner for the catcher, Diana Reyes. We'll pinch run for Carissa Petcha. Katie Lippman, who's 1 for 2. She got a single and reached advanced to second on an error, but scored on and she also grounded out the second out of the first inning, which is amazing because nobody scored and there were 2 outs in the first inning. As Lippman hits a high fly ball to left, and the left fielder will make the catch and end the inning. So that was a good catch by Amanda Drazga to end the long inning. So it's another 5 runs for Rhinebeck, but they strand loaded. And at the end of 2, it's 10-1 here at Rhinebeck on Diana King Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony Day.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Yeah, baseball they have to come up. They have to have 5 at bats. So yeah, less runs too. But baseball less runs.
Back here at Rhinebeck High School, I'm Charlie McGraw, and it is the top of the 3rd, 10-1 lead here on a beautiful Saturday, May 15th, Preakness Saturday. Third Saturday in May, always is, the Preakness. As we'll have 5 Saturdays in May this year. With May 1st, my birthday was the 1st. The 2nd was May 8th, May 15th, May 22nd, May 29th. We'll have 5 Saturdays in May. Pretty cool. But there is 31 days, so that happens not that often, but it does happen, which is pretty nice, especially when the weather's good. Have the Saturdays in May. That one is a bouncer, ball. Ball. Bacone's pitch was high to Brooke Marcisco, looking to help herself. Struck out and left 2 on base in the first. Ball 4. So a walk from Marcisco to start the 3rd, excuse me. Feels like longer. strike there by Evelyn Picone. That one fouled towards the first base coach, James Horan. Amanda Draska, who made the catch to end the last inning, fouls this one off. Ball. 2-2. 1-2, excuse me. Thank you, Blue. Great job by the umpire as he's covering both behind the plate and the field. Three and two. Cone was ahead 1-2, and now it's 3-2. The pitcher Marcisco on first. Guess they could pinch run for her if they want. But ooh, strike three, low. Draska. Draska strikes out. And it's 0-1 to to Alexa Grossman. She singled on that perfectly placed swinging single that spun backwards, and she easily beat out like a perfect golf chip shot. And but then was thrown out at home by Carissa Peccia when she was on third trying to beat out a wild pitch. She pops this one out to first and foul ground, making the catch as the first baseman Ariana Hammer. So there's 2 away, and Alexandra Manella will come up. First fly ball out of the game, 2 ground balls, a bunch of strikeouts, and 4 strikeouts, and then that was the first pop-up or fly ball out of the game, and the 2 ground balls that Alyssa Bucci hit to shortstop, Santoli made, and then the throw by Peccia that threw out Grossman at home is your 8 outs that Rhinebeck has recorded. Swung on and missed by Manila, who struck out looking in her first at bat, one of 4 strikeout victims. And she'll ground it to first. She'll run, and it'll be flipped. She could have just stepped on first. Could have. But instead she flipped to the second baseman, Tobin. So Hammer flips to Tobin, and it's the only runner of the inning that was walked is stranded. So that's a 3-4 to end the inning. At 2.5, it's 10-1 Rhinebeck here on LMC Media.
Large Mamba Marinette, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media, building community through media.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Apple TV in full high definition? Go to the App Store and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand. Camera up.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, pitching change for Brook. So third inning, and taking over on the mound will be Alexandra Manella. She'll move from third base to the mound. Actually, she'll move from second base to the mound. Brooke Marcisco will move from the mound to third, and Elena De Jesus will move from third to second. So De Jesus now playing second. She was playing third. Brooke Marcisco, now playing third, was pitching, and the second baseman, Alexandra Manella, who made the last out with the ground ball to first to end the third, top of the third, will take over, and she's thrown 3 balls in a row. As the catcher's shaken up a little. She seems to be okay. Coach Spadafino checked on her before her coach is in the dugout. Did not come out of the dugout, but Coach Spadafino checked on her, so that was good of Coach Joan. And that's a ball just over. Well, close one. Ball inside. Steph Santoli walks. Claire Picone will come up with a 2-run. It's reached on an error by the third baseman. 2 runs on the day, and then had an RBI walk. So she's 0 for 1. A 2-run score. Carissa Pecci is too. She also has a walk. So Santoli is now is still 0 for 1 with 2 walks. She also scored a run. She's on first. Strike. 1-1. Swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch there. So a lot of off-speed pitches by Brook. 1-2 to Claire Picone as she tried to send that thing to the football field. And she hits a ball that was on the ground down the third base line, and it'll be thrown in. It's been an hour and 10 minutes to play 2.5 innings. And that one is high. Two and two to Claire Picone. Ball 3-2. Ball 4 out of the zone. 2 walks in a row for the new pitcher to start her outing, Alexandra Manella. First inning, the difference here. Brook had a chance to get out of the inning. They had second and third, 2 outs, and proceeded to have 3 walks in a row, and then 2 base hits and a walk, and wound up scoring 5 runs in the inning. Brook could have just got that 1 out. Would have been out of the first inning. A totally different game. Instead, it's 10-1 with Kara Allen up here. Just walked twice, has an RBI walk, scored a run, scored 2 runs. Has hit 1 foul ball. Besides that, hasn't swung the bat. It's got to be tough for a pitcher to come in, and the team's down 10-1. That one is high and way outside. Another ball, another walk for Kara Allen. She's got 3 walks on the day. 2 runs scored, and an RBI as well. I think she's the only player on Rhineck to walk in every at-bat. Yep, she is. Player Pacone's got 2 walks. Steph Santoli's got 2 walks. Betche's got a walk. Pacone's got a walk. Only player not to walk on Rhineck is, well, 2 players. Well, Hammer, who's up now, Sutter, and Evelyn Pacone will have a conference on the mound. So I'll have a conference, and this Brook will discuss something here. It's a beautiful day here at Rhineck. Wow, the clouds in the sky, they look like they're like right overhead. They're so nice looking. Well, that one cloud's a little dark, but it's not. It's not as bright as the other ones. But you can't. A picturesque day here on May 15th. And we'll have a pitching change. Starting pitcher will come back in the game. So that's allowed in high school softball. She only needed 1 pitch, too, as she's re-entering. So it'll be Brook Morisco. So 3 walks. She throws a strike right away. Manella will go back to second, and back to third will be De Jesus. So it's 3 walks for the pitcher, because that's a ball. 2-1. Ariana Hammer, who's had the best day at the plate of any hitter. 3 RBIs, a run scored, and a double, single. That one hits the plate. 3-1. And that one is popped up by Hammer. First baseman will make the catch. Good play. Tagging will be the runner at third. So a heads-up play by Steph Santoli to tag. So that's a sack fly pop-up to sack FO3. Good place to get the first out by the lefty Alexa Grossman. Throws lefty, hits righty. Another runner stayed at first and second, but scoring was Santoli, so that's a sack RBI pop out for Ariana Hammer. So she now has 4 RBIs, driven in 4 of the 11 runs for Rhineck, and they lead 11-1. Made the play, and it kind of brought her towards the bench on the catch by the lefty, and forgot about the runner on third, and a smart heads-up play by Steph Santoli, the shortstop, to score her 2nd run of the day. Sack. And that's a foul ball, just foul, by Natalie Sutter. And one bounces. And Sutter pops that up. Infield fly is caught anyway by the shortstop, 2 away. So Sutter's retired for the first time today. She was 2 for 2 with an RBI as it was caught by the shortstop Rogovic, but it was an infield fly anyway. And there's 2 away. Evelyn Picone will bat. Rhinebeck in jeopardy of not batting around for the first time. First and second, 2 outs for lefty batting and lefty throwing, Evelyn Picone, the pitcher. That'll be a base hit for Picone, and RBI single, and scoring will be her sister Claire Picone. So Claire Picone scores on her sister Evelyn Picone's RBI single, and it's 2 runs in the inning, and it's 12-1. Rhinebeck. Pitcher runner. Cone will be pinch run for again by Juliana Laurie. Special pinch runner. First and second. So it was an RBI. Base hit to left by Evelyn Picone. Her second RBI of the day. She's now, it's her first hit though. She reached on an error and an RBI walk. And that'll be grounded and she'll be out. A force out, 6-4 at second. For Olivia Tobin. So Rhinebeck just scores 2 runs, and at the end of 3, it's 12-1 Panthers.
Everywhere you looked, you saw pain and loss.
The situation was dire, and I think we all needed to see some light in the darkness.
If you turned on the TV at night, all you saw were stories of loss and fear.
But on a local level, there was hope. And those were the stories that we wanted to focus on.
LMC stepped in and served as a communication bridge, not only to disseminate important information, but also to uplift our community.
LMC was able to showcase so many heroic acts taking place locally, stories that without hyperlocal media wouldn't have reached a viewing audience.
Welcome to LMC Media and our Community Conversations.
Our Community Conversations pieces were one way to let everyone know that despite all of the terrible tragedies taking place, there were amazing things happening in our community.
People look to those stories for hope and connection. I think that's what's so important. The fact that LMC has kept us all connected.
LMC taught us how to come together digitally. They helped us with every Zoom meeting from the start till now and kept us being able to connect with you.
I just want to thank LMC Media for being there for us throughout this emergency and for helping us look out for one another. You're a vital part of this community, and we could not function and govern and take care of our residents without your vital input.
Huh? Rod's the day.
Who is that? Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, pitching change for the for the Panthers, Rhinebeck Panthers. Ooh, and the first pitch hits the batter right in the abdomen, stomach, left abdomen, on the first pitch thrown by Ariana Hammer. Ariana Hammer comes into the game, first pitch is her and Evelyn Picone just switch positions. Hammer's pitching, and Picone is playing first. Good day for Evelyn Picone on the mound. So she hit. I think that was a pinch. Yeah, that was a pinch hitter too. That slot in the order got hit twice now. Elena De Jesus is up. Fouled off by De Jesus. Strike three, De Jesus strikes out, so a good comeback after hitting the first batter she faces. Yeah, I wonder if the 7th grader got hurt, because the 7th grader, Kendall Coningsberg, got hit and scored in the first inning. And that's not her at first base, it's a different DP. Can't tell her what her number is. To the top of the order, Julia Rogovic, who's walked twice, stranded on second and third. 1-2 to the leadoff hitter Rogovic. Hammer number 8 for Rhinex, strikes out number 8 Rogovic for Brook, and it's 2 outs. And the 2-hitter, who also has reached base twice, Hallie Briage, RBI walk and a single. Strike right down the middle, a hammer. And that's grounded. What a play by Santoli just to stop it in the infield, and that'll be an infield single. Base hit, second of the one day for Hallie Briage. A good play by Santoli just to stop it. She backhanded it, knocked it down, and kind of hurt herself a little, but she's all right. And that'll bring up Alyssa Bucci, who's grounded out to short twice. Isabella Casino. She got hit by a pitch, and she pinch hit for Konigsberg, who got hit by a pitch and scored the only run of the game in the second inning, the 7th grader. And then Isabella Casino was pinch hitting for her, and she got hit on the first pitch thrown by Ariana Hammer, and she's on second base. So Alyssa Bucci. Ball. 3-1 to Bucci. First and second. Brook with no extra base hits in the game. Just the 2 hits. And that is well hit. The center fielder makes the catch. Has to go back a few steps, but makes a nice play. And that was Diana Reyes, who came in the game. So Diana Reyes comes into the game and makes catch in center with what looks like a catcher's mitt or first base mitt. So she makes the play in center field, and that'll leave 2 on base, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th. And Carissa Peccia coming to bat for Rhinebeck.
The LMC Media Production Van is a fully equipped mobile production unit. This custom-built van has cutting-edge professional video and telecommunications technology, high-definition cameras, and accommodates a full production crew. Interviews and events can be easily live-streamed from remote locations to the LMC cable channels and social media. This mobile unit allows for broadcasting from anywhere in our tri-municipal community and beyond. Sporting events, graduations, concerts, festivals, parades, and more. The LMC Media Production Van is ready to go whenever you need it.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
My name is Sean. I am a regular volunteer here.
Hi, I'm Paul. I'm a volunteer. Today is my very first day. I've only been here about an hour.
LMC just provides a lot of opportunities for volunteers.
This was the first opportunity I've ever had to be like in a professional news setting.
I've learned on camera, I learned post-production, I've learned everything that I could possibly learn about the world of TV and production in general.
Everybody is extremely outgoing and very helpful. I think everyone seems to have a good time when they're making the show or behind the scenes, so it's a very friendly, like, positive environment.
Every time I would come in, it would just be a whole new experience. Just all the people were just so nice and inviting.
Everybody who works at LMC, they're just great to be around. It's a great laugh. It's, you know, kind of feels like a family.
Thank you for watching LMC Varsity Sports. We hope to continue this service of streaming our school's varsity sports matches, but we can only do this with your support. Visit lmcmedia.org/donate and make your contribution today and keep this program going.
Household of changes here for Blindbrook. Julia Rogovic, who is playing short, is pitching. And a nice strike from Rogovic. I think the catcher was the pitcher, Marisco. Tough to tell from our angle because the catcher, Hallie Griorgi, is playing shortstop. I think Marisco, who ended the last inning and has started the game on the mound, is catching now. So it looks like it was tough to tell. Oh no, 12 maybe, right? It might be Alyssa Bucci, actually. Just got a glimpse of the number. Carissa Peccia pops it up. And a nice catch by the shortstop, the new shortstop, Hallie Griorgi. So the catcher should good as a catcher. Pretty well. They put her in at shortstop, and she runs all the way over from the shortstop position in a shallow center field and makes a nice backwards, almost basket catch as Carissa Pecci is retired for the first out. Well, actually, I was going to say first time today. The first batter is retired, but that's not true. Evelyn Picone led off the game and was grounded out to the then shortstop, who was Julia Rogovic, the pitcher. Diana Reyes, who made the catch in center field to end the last inning, is up now. Pecci is now 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a walk scored on that when she strikeout. Yeah, so actually, yeah, definitely it is Alyssa Bucci's catching, because in center field is Mariska, who pitched. So she pitched, played third, and then went back to pitch, and now there. And that's over the van and over the, that I think might have ricocheted off the house and went on the tennis courts. Could be playing a tennis point and a softball comes across. Ooh, that one just missed. That might have been strike 3, but instead it is ball 4. And Diana Reyes will reach base with a walk. And that'll bring up Steph Santoli, who is 0 for 1 with 2 runs scored, 2 walks, and a fly out to center. Ball 2-0. Strike to Santoli, 2-1. And that one is grounded. Out. She touched it with her hand while she was bobbing. A great play by the shortstop. Hallie Griaggi putting on a clinic at short. She was catching and she was basically bobbling it, and she touched it with the base and forced her out. And so Reyes is out at second, and it's a fielder's choice. 6 and assist. Reyes is out on the 6 unassisted, and Santoli will be on first. A nice play by 2 outs, both played on nice plays by Hallie Griaggi. Looking to take third, and she does, and she's trying to score, and she'll score. So it's a wild pitch, and then so it's 13-1 now. So Steph Santoli just creates a run. Wild pitch. She scored on the wild pitch. There was like on the wild pitch let her advance from first to third, because she easily took second and then third too on the wild pitch. And then the E2 allowed her to score, because the throwback, the little lob throwback over the pitcher, allowed her to score. So it's hit to center, and the center fielder, Marisco, makes the catch. So Santoli's run will be the only run of the game, and it's 13-1, only run of the inning for the Panthers. They scored 2 in the third, and now 2 there. And a nice play by the center fielder, Marisco, to end the inning. So at the end of 4, it's 13-1 Rhinebeck.
Larchmont Mamaroneck, this is your media center. Live mobile production van. In-studio recording. Podcasting. Social media. In your schools. Watching your government. With your neighbors. LMC Media. Building community through media.
Did you know you can watch LMC Media on your Roku in full high definition? Go to streaming channels and search for ScreenWeave. Install the Cablecast ScreenWeave channel. Look for the green icon. Open the channel, scroll to LMC Media, and press OK. Your device will remember your selection in the future. From within the app, you can watch all 3 of LMC's channels live. Or check out municipal and school board meetings, varsity sports, and more on demand.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, I'm Charlie McGraw, alongside cameraman Steve Saputo, Fabio Riso, and LMC Community Sports producer Rob Moretti. Top of the 5th, and the now center fielder started the game on the mound, Brook Marisco. Then she came out to third, and then she pitched again, and now she's in center field and made the last play to end the inning is up as she struck out looking and walked. 0 for 1. 3-0. So Santoli creating that run on the wild pitches, and then the error by the catcher, which was the 6th of the game for Blindbrook. They have 2 errors in the second inning and then 1 last inning. She threw it away. Rhineck has scored in every inning. I mean, they scored 5 runs, 2 runs, and 1 now. That's inside. It's Amanda Draska. She struck out twice. Back to the pitcher, they throw, and that's a double play. So Rhineck turning the double play. That's a 1-6-3 double play, and she was out by about 3 feet as Marisco stopped at between first and second. It's rare in softball to have a double play, but even rarer to have the double play, the player be out by about 2 or 3 feet, was so quickly turned by Ariana Hammer, the pitcher. To Steph Santoli, the shortstop, and then to Evelyn Picone at first. The quick 2 outs is Alexa Grossman, who popped up to first. Quick strikeout. Hammer just throwing quick pitches and gets Grossman out, so it'll be the bottom of the 5th coming. If 3 runs are scored by Rhineck, it'll be all she wrote here in the bottom of the 5th. So we'll be right back on LMC Varsity Sports. Rhineck up 13-1.
Do you need space for a meeting, conference, or presentation?
LMC Media has what you need.
Our 768 square foot studio space is ideal for many types of productions, readings, recitals, rehearsals, and workshops. The space has video recording capability, as well as daylight temperature lighting, green screen, and stage. 2 additional rooms at 208 and 156 square feet can be used for any of your needs. Auditions, meetings, classes, workshops, one-on-one instructions, and more. Both rooms feature video monitors with Chromecasting capability, making presentations a breeze.
To reserve one or more of our spaces, contact us at reserve@lmcmedia.org.
LMC Media's YouTube channel is where you can connect to your community. You can easily find your favorite videos in a playlist or keyword search. Videos are added daily relating to your community, weekly updates, talk shows.
Welcome to another community conversation. I'm Michael Witch for LMC Media.
How-tos, and municipal meetings. Stay connected through video. Check it out and subscribe.
Back here on LMC Varsity Sports, bottom of the 5th inning, 13-1 lead for Rhinebeck if they score 3 runs here and are up by 10 after 5 innings, although it could have been, they could have had it if they were up by 15 to end last inning, because Brook, the away team, just has to bat 5 times. If you're the home team, it could be after 4.5, but they were not up by that, so we play on. And if they score 3 runs here, though, it'll be a mercy rule win as Kara Allen, who has 3 walks and an RBI and 2 runs scored. Started on second or last time. 0 for 0 is 3-0 here. New pitcher who ended the last inning and looked pretty good on the mound was Julia Rogovic. She started the last inning. Only gave up the 1 run. Steph Santoli basically stole from them. Ball 4. So Allen with another walk. 0 for 0 with 4 walks. We'll get that on-base percentage up, that's for sure. Ball, 2-0. Allen will take second on the wild pitch. Ariana Hammer, who's pitching now, is 2 for 2 because she's sacked with 4 RBIs. Sack, pop up to first, which doesn't count, as it counts as an RBI, but not an at-bat. Sack fly, sack pop up. 3 RBIs, run score, single and a double. Strike low, 3-1. Ball, 3-1. Umpire. Coach Spadafino thought it was ball 4. He said ball 3. 3-1 now, so Coach Spadafino and it's not a big play on, 3-1. Ball 4, didn't matter, low. Good play to stretch by the catcher. That is Alyssa Bucci. So back-to-back walks. Might have been a 5-pitch walk. Umpire said he might have forgot one. Coach Spadafino thought it was. So did the Hammer. Strike, 1-1. That one's foul. Your coach Spadafino.
Don't do that. Hello.
Two strikes. Natalie Sutter, full count. Two, excuse me. Thank you, Blue. 3-2. I was right. It was 3-2. Full. So originally, misheard him. It's ball 4. So bases are loaded, and Evelyn Picone will bat. Started the game on the mound. Is playing first now. Grounded out to start the game. RBI walk. Reached on an error and an RBI single. 2 RBIs. She's a 1 for 3. And that's a ball. So 3 walks in a row to start the inning to the 7-hitter Kara Allen, 8-hitter Ariana Hammer. Natalie Sutter loaded the bases as Julia Rogovic is having trouble with her command. A lot of walks today for Rhinebeck. Rhinebeck has drawn 3 in this inning, 1 last inning, 1 in the third, 3 in the third, so that's 7 in innings 3 through 5. That's a strike. "13 walks. Rhinebeck has drawn 13 walks in this one. Wow. Can't even say that's baseball, Susan, or that's softball, because that's not. 13 walks is very uncommon for softball, baseball, either one. 3-1 here to Evelyn Picone. Kara Allen leading the way with 4 walks. And that's a hit to center. And it'll be picked up by the center fielder, and it'll be a 2 RBI single by Evelyn Picone, and it's 15-1. So 2 RBIs for Evelyn Picone. Ball. And they'll take second and third here. Rhinebeck sent up for the Mercy win as they're, is it 60 feet? Where are the bases? 60 feet? 60 feet away here. I was going to say 90, but it's not baseball. Coach Spadafino. That one's high. 2-0. As this is a she came in last inning, freshman Juliana Laurie. Batting for Olivia Tobin. So Juliana Lori is up. Carissa Paccia on deck. Strike right down the middle. Ball 4. Carissa Paccia will be up. Bases loaded. No outs. Paccia is 2 runs scored. She's 0 for 2. Hit by pitch, a walk, scored on her strikeout, and popped up to short. And she rips that way foul. Loud foul ball. 0-1. Justin missed that one. 1-1. Ooh. Second time she got out. Well, she got hit by a pitch earlier in the game, and then that was the second pitch that nearly hit her, and she got out of the way for her. 2-1. Three and 1. Ball 4, and that'll do it. So she's got a touch first, and then that'll end the game. An RBI walk by Paccia will end it, as scoring the run will be Natalie Sutter. As the Panthers will win this one by a score of 16-1. So the Panthers will improve to 6-2, and the Trojans will fall to 1-6. So highlight of this one was the pregame ceremony. Definitely make sure you re-watch that on LMC Media on YouTube. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony. We've had a couple recently. We had Ryan Pinnell a couple years back, but this one for Diana King was good. She was a recent 2015, 6 years ago, so call a lot of her games. It's good to see her get. She definitely deserved that as one of the best softball players I've ever seen play. She was a great pitcher, and it was just it was good to see her get inducted today. So a lot of people to thank for today's telecast, including the executive director, Matt Sullivan. Community sports producer is Mr. Rob Moretti. Camera crew in center field, Fabio Riso, and with me was Steve Saputo. So once again, final score was 16-1 in a Mercy Rule 5-inning game. Rhinebeck over Blind Brook. I'm Troy McGraw saying thanks so much for watching and have a great day.